3008 Rockwood Windjammer here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a front kitchen V-nose lightweight trailer, and this is the most popular V-nose layout out there, and coming from Rockwood, which is the #1 selling lightweight brand out there. And that's what this video is about. What makes the Rockwood family, you know, the #1 seller, and what are its unique and fun qualities? That's what I want to touch on here. Real quick, I do want to mention we are looking at a unit equipped with a diamond package. That's their highest level of upgrades available on this product. That's what's going to give us the fiberglass skin with the full body color package. The roof actually even matches the sidewalls on this, which is highly unusual for manufacturers to pay that kind of attention to things. It's pretty common for Rockwood, but it's unusual in most of the industry. It's going to give us the big aluminum enclosed tubing here on the awning. That's going to keep that shielded from harsh weather and whatnot. The aluminum wheels, the slam latch baggage doors where there are available, those kind of things are part of that diamond package. So there are options and upgrades on this that are not standard, so if the pictures look different or the listing describes something different from what you see in this video, don't have a heart attack. You now understand why. Now, a lot of lightweights now have power tongue jacks, power stabilizer jacks, power awnings like you see in this Rockwood, but they don't all carry the same grade of motor. Rockwoods use the highest grade available motor in like the power awning and tongue jacks and stuff like that. They move faster, they last longer, less service issues. You get what you pay for. Rockwood puts better parts into their RVs. The frameless windows are part of that package I told you about. And you can see here how the seal is located under the window pane. It's extremely hard to get to that window, or pardon me, to the seal. That makes that seal last a lot longer because it's hidden away from the sun. Now this is a front kitchen, so you have a pair of front windows, which very few manufacturers are willing to put in anymore. Interesting thing with the V-noses, like this here, they generally encompass the propane tanks. The tanks go under this door enclosure here, like you see right there. Side note, Rockwoods use 30-pound tanks, not 20s like most lightweights. It gives you 50% more dry camp capacity. And notice you're getting, again, attention detail. We have magnetic door holdbacks. We have simple one-hand door operation. You don't have to have that little plastic clip that goes on here. That clip gets brittle in the sun and breaks eventually if you yank on it. Those magnetic clips, not an issue. Now, construction is where Rockwood truly defines itself above and beyond the vast majority of lightweight trailers out there. And there will be some RVs out there that do some of what I'm showing you, but almost nobody does everything that I'm going to show you in this video. For instance, walk up to most lightweight trailers. The sidewalls, they're usually laminated. You can thump on them. But on this V-nose here, notice the front wall and the side walls of the slide out. The rear wall of the trailer, every side, every exposed skin wall on this thing is fully vacuum laminated. And there's a difference there between types of lamination. Vacuum laminated is the strongest and longest lasting, least likely to delaminate. There's nothing wrong with other types of lamination. This is just better. And the sidewalls are laminated. That means that it's insulated, it's more structural rigid, it holds its shape square. That means less chance of something flexing and leaking. The atrium style slide option here is something that we put into this. It gives you virtual floor to ceiling windows surrounding the hardwood freestanding table. It's going to give you just some excellent viewing from you know, your campsite windows. I think I mentioned the aluminum wheels, but I haven't talked about the fact that this rides on torsion rubber ride axles. For my money, the best riding system out there. The spread stance axle systems are fine. They help fight sway control, but they are difficult to turn sometimes when you're jackknifing into a parking space. I've never known that to be a problem. I've never known that to be a service-related issue. It's just a personal preference. The underbelly is fully enclosed, insulated, good extended season camper right here, which is interesting. This floor plan really lends itself to being parked semi-permanently on like a seasonal site, but this being a lightweight product and a V-nose, it tows like a dream. It is one of the best towing 30+ foot travel trailers you'll find. We do put a roof ladder on these because this does have a truly walkable roof. It is fully laminated. It does not flex one iota when you're up there doing your normal seasonal maintenance. And these are now coming pre-prepped with a Furion backup camera system. They put a hard enclosure on the spare tire here. Everything is a step better. This has power stabilizer jacks as well. So your awning, your tongue jack, all your stabilizer jacks are push button operated and simple. Massive power awning that covers both entry doors, both to your rear bedroom master suite as well as the front living and kitchen area. Now this is cool. When you add the second TV to a Rockwood, the living room TV is standard, but when you add the bedroom TV, it's designed to float inside or outside. So right here is where you'd put your RVQ grill. It connects to your propane connection down there. And the grill comes with this handy little utility table or stand or whatever you want to call it. What's neat is this can go on either side of that rail. So if you're right or left-handed, it doesn't matter. You know, you can put your platter and your tongs either way. But you have it right here where it's at tailgating central. And this is all under your awning. So even if it's kind of drizzly and cruddy out like it is today, not a problem. And real quick, just to show you the underbelly here, again, fully enclosed underneath. And notice that the underbelly enclosure is above the frame rails. To me, that's a big deal, because it means that, like, let's say that this is the floor deck right here. Just imagine this flat surface. A lot of manufacturers, instead of mounting the underbelly enclosure on top of the frame rail, they mount it below. Well, that means the underbelly stuff can sag, and you see that gap that it creates? Then it's not enclosed. There's a difference between a covered underbelly and an enclosed underbelly. And look at this thing. I saw this the other day. Heavy duty door holdback. No joke. This is the type of holdback they use in horse trailers. So when someone expects a horse to kick a door, that's the type of holdback they use to keep the door in place. That's what you get on a Rockwood. That is extreme engineering. Again, color schemes, features, options can vary even on the same model. Like for instance, here we're looking at, I think this is called the Willow interior color scheme. Don't quote me on that, but we have the wood look flooring and the hickory woodwork here. All three of those things can change even within the same model. So again, if the pictures look different, don't have a heart attack. Right away, you notice you have just a big, wide open, expansive living room and kitchen space here. And it looks extremely large because you are just surrounded by an entire blanket of windows, basically. Every single place you look, you can see out of the camper. You get daylight, even on a dreary day like today. Again, around the freestanding table, we added the atrium windows, and all the windows in a Rockwood Windjammer like this. This is on the same level as a Rockwood Signature, if you're ever curious. Have day and night shades. And really, that's what this is. This is a Rockwood Signature, which is their highest level travel trailer, just that it has a V-nose. There's no other difference. The Diamond package gives us the solid surface Corian countertops. I've heard a lot of people start to use that name Corian when it's not really. Well, if it doesn't have the seal, then it's not real Corian. So this is the same stuff you get in those big fifth wheels. The bar stools are there, which I'm a sucker for. I like the little breakfast bar. And look at the just immense amount of functional, usable countertop space here and how deep it is. You have solid surface sink covers with a flush mount recessed sink, residential hardware here in the kitchen with pull-out sprayers, and the dual front windows. They give you that big scenic viewing, so if you are parked by a lake or something, you have the perfect view of it. And notice that all of your cabinetry here, your overhead cabinets, have struts to hold the doors open, and everything is designed to last. Now, I mentioned fully walkable roofing. Triple dog dare you. Walk up to another lightweight trailer and do this. And then after you punch the ceiling panel out, look at the salesman and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. A guy on the internet told me to do that." And then run away very quickly. So looking the other direction, this is a floor flush slide also. A lot of lightweights don't give you floor flush slides, so there is no toe kick here. Memory foam hide-a-bed sofa, and what's awesome about the Rockwood hide-a-bed sofa is it does still have a drawer underneath. 50-pound capacity on here, so you actually have a big spot. And this is perfect for the blankets and linens you would use when you pull that open into a sleeper. Notice real quick, even the windows on the sides of the slide-outs open for ventilation. Big flat screen TV here in the living room, and this is Toshiba brand. This is name brand stuff like you'd put in your house. This is not cheap, random Chinese brand. The stereo only does everything. Everything. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth enabled, high def video inputs. It does everything. Fireplace. That's an electric space heater. Whenever you're plugged into park power, shore power, whatever word you want to use, that'll act as an electric space heater and take the load off of your furnace, in like the spring and the fall. So you don't have to burn up all your propane. You can use the electricity that you already paid for. The entire roof is barreled in here. It's got more headroom. If you notice, you see how this line, how it goes up and around? That's because this thing has a radius interior roof as well as exterior roof. What's interesting is the interior roof means you have to have a really severe exterior sweep, which gives you better rain runoff and structural rigidity. generally speaking, not always, generally, we will upgrade to a 15,000 BTU air instead of a 13.5. In English, more cooling power. Over here, right next to, well, first of all, these are true Lazy Boys, by the way. These aren't just nice recliners. These are true Lazy Boy leather recliners. You generally don't even see something like this in very high dollar fifth wheels, but you have it here in a Rockwood lightweight. Notice that not even just in the kitchen, but everywhere you get Corian countertops. And here's your charging station. This is where you're going to keep all your devices charged up. And because it's Bluetooth enabled, this phone can still wirelessly communicate with that stereo if you want to play music off of it. We have a standing fifth wheel shower, not a travel trailer tub. And because of that radius roof, we do have more headroom in here. The bathrooms in these Rockwoods are stellar for giving you extra storage space. Here's your linen cabinet where you're going to keep all your towels and whatnot. But notice, this is removable shelving. You could convert this into an extra wardrobe if you want to. You do have full privacy here, as you can see. Looking upward, anytime you see a ceiling fan in a Rockwood in your vents, it's going to be a Create-A-Breeze fan, the full size. They're more powerful, they push more air, and from Rockwood, you can see that they pre-install the roof rain cover right from the factory. Very few other manufacturers do that, even on big fifth wheels again. Big full-size sink here, and this is American Stonecast, and that's another thing I like about Rockwoods. They American source more parts than just about anybody. That is something Forest River is awesome for. Stonecast is great because this thing is incredibly impact resistant, so if you drop your hairdryer in there, it's not going to bust it up. I mean, within reason. If you spike it in there like a pro football player, it might. Another gigantic linen closet over here. Holy cow. I didn't realize how deep that was till I opened it up. We do have a sliding pocket door here for the bathroom, but you see this little silver tab on here? It's magnetic. It has a magnetic holdback, so you really have to push on the thing to get it open. Here in the bed, or in the slide out rather, in the bedroom, we do have a queen bed. There is room to upgrade to a king in these if you want to, though. And there's actually, I think there's a king option now. There is really good storage under the bed. You have two of these gigantic pull-out drawers. And here, this is a really good chance to show you how these things are built. This lifts up really easily. Got a handle right here and a couple struts to hold the bed up. But notice your drawers are all plywood constructed. You will not find OSB anywhere. It's just an inferior product. There's nothing wrong with it, but plywood is better. Also, anywhere they have to screw into the aluminum tubing, you see they stuff it with wood so the screw really has something to bite into. Now, I've had some people say, well, that's really deep. I gotta climb in there. Are you kidding me? No, because this storage is accessible from the outside, so you can get to it from both directions. Notice here there are bedside stands on both sides of the bed as well, with things like handy power outlets nearby. So again, if you have to charge your phone or if you have CPAP machines or something, you're all set. Ceiling vent here in the bedroom to get some good cross ventilation. And again, all the windows do open. Big, big wardrobe closet. Look at this thing. Again, that's the kind of storage you normally get in a fifth wheel, with some very big dresser drawers down here below. Up here, this is where the bedroom TV would mount if it were inside. And notice that this too is on a swing arm. So if you want to make it face the bed at night, you can do that. I've even talked about things like the LED lighting and whatnot. You don't have to replace incandescent bulbs in this thing. They're more energy efficient. They're brighter. They're nicer. Everything in this is a touch better. That's why this is the #1 selling lightweight. Oh, the refrigerator. Holy cow. This is a big deal. It looks like every other refrigerator, but it's 17% larger. It's a 7 cubic foot, not a 6. Everything is a step bigger and better in this. 800 256 5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.